It's that time again for Dave's Daily Picks.
It is August 29, 2025. This is Dave's Daily Picks Pod, which you found on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube. Dave Sale is your host. Find me on X at Dave's Daily Picks. Back after a disappointing 1-2 night. Nebraska wins, but doesn't cover. When I was going to bed at the time, they were covering. The Mercury get off to a slow start. Team total goes under. But Dominique Malonga get it done for us as she goes over her player prop points. I just can't wait to see how great she gets, and we're gonna be making money off her entire career. Same with the WNBA and the Seattle Storm; they'll both be making money off her too. I got 3 plays for you guys today: one college football, one WNBA player prop, and one MLB player prop. First, let's talk baseball. Yandy Diaz over 2.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. Diaz faces national pitcher Mitchell Parker, who is not very good right now. It has been very bad against righties, allowing a 276 batting average, OPS of 816 home runs, and Parker has been getting shelled lately. Over his last 5 starts, he has given up at least 4 runs. Diaz is a professional hitter that takes advantage of mistakes, and he's going to have a good game today. I also sprinkled on him to hit a home run. I think I got like plus 360. Next, WNBA player prop, Azurá Stevens over 10.5 points. This is a total buy low spot and one of my favorite players in the W this year. She has failed to score in double digits in the last 3 games. Some would say it's due to the Cameron Brink being inserted. I have watched pretty much every game during this stretch, and Rakia has been killing it. Hamby's been killing it. Azurá hasn't been as assertive as she should be, in my opinion, but she's been a great teammate. Well, Rakia is a game time decision. She may not play, and she gets to play the Fever today, who she has torched 19 points, 21 points, and 23 points this year. Azurá is about to have a game. If you guys want to find an alt total, find an alt total. I think she scores over 14.5 points tonight. Lastly, college football. We have UNLV in Texas against Sam Houston. The Rebels are 9.5 point road favorites, and the total set at 61.5. In week 0, UNLV looked like a team that is transitioning to a new head coach and pretty much turned over their entire roster from last year, as they really struggled against FCS Idaho State. For those that are wondering, you have FBS and you have FCS. FBS is Football Bowl Series, which is your normal D1s of the Power 4 and the Group of 5. And then for FCS, you have Football Championship Series, which is basically Division 1 AA. Is what they used to call it back in the day. So, I mean, you can have good teams at that level. We've seen it before, but Idaho State is not a powerhouse by any means. The Rebels really struggled defensively, especially against the run, allowing 160 yards on the ground for 6.4 yards per rush. But they also countered with their own rushing attack, racking up 307 rushing yards. For Sam Houston State, they went to Western Kentucky and lost 41-24. The Sam Houston defense really struggled against the pass, allowing 401 yards, but they also like to run the ball and excelled at running on the Western Kentucky defense, running for 173 yards, led by mobile quarterback Hunter Watson, who I believe had 95 yards on the ground. For this one, it's plain and simple for me. These defenses aren't very good. They just aren't. UNLV gave up 31 to an FCS team. Sam Houston gave up 41 to probably going to be a good Conference USA team in Western Kentucky. But UNLV had a week here to prepare for this game offensively. Defensively, it's going to take a lot to fix this team. But offensively, Dan Mullen should be able to get this team to score some points. And I believe Sam Houston is going to score on UNLV's defense. UNLV most likely covers the 9.5. That's a little bit of a stretch if you ask me. 10's a key number. It's probably not going to move any higher. It may move lower. I mean, the books don't want to put up a 10 just because it's a key number. For those new to sports gambling, key numbers in football are 3 and 7 because that is the amount of points for a field goal and for a touchdown. So the books don't really like to put favorites at 10 because then that would allow the underdog to cover because you have a missed extra points, you have all sorts of crazy things. They go for 2, all these things. So that's why 9.5. If you like UNLV, lay it. I personally don't, but instead, like I said, we'll be firing on the over at over 161.5 points. Let's recap. Yandy Diaz over 2.5 runs, hits plus runs plus RBIs. By the way, I normally don't like doing 2.5. I like to keep it at 1.5. But here's the situation. It's Yandy Diaz. I love him as a professional hitter. He's going up against an absolute gas can of a pitcher. Azrae Stevens over 10.5 points. As I said, it has been a slow going for her last 3 starts, but she will break through as she has dominated the Fever. And then UNLV, Sam Houston State over 61.5 points. That game's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I really appreciate all the support out there, guys. Let's keep growing the podcast. I'm sorry about the different release times here and there. It's just kind of how things are right now. I'm working 2 jobs. I'm a dad. I got kids. I'm a dad. I got a wife. And I got a life. But if someone wants to make me a full-time podcaster, let's go. Bankroll management's the key.